In the history of jazz piano, a sound so lyrical, so deeply personal, emerged from a man named Bill Evans. Born with a quiet introspection, he began his musical journey not just with jazz, but with a serious formal study of classical music. He was a student of Bach, Debussy, and Ravel, and he carried the romanticism and elegance of that world with him into every note he played. While other pianists of his time were focused on lightning-fast solos and complex bebop, Bill Evans was exploring the space between the notes, the delicate harmony, and the quiet moments. He believed jazz was not just a style, but a process, a creative conversation in the moment. He was known for his incredible touch on the piano, a gentle, singing quality that made the instrument feel as if it was breathing. From an early age, it was clear that his pursuit was not just technical, it was a deeply personal search for a sound that could express the most profound and vulnerable parts of his soul. A major turning point in the history of jazz and in Bill Evans' career came with his time in the Miles Davis Band. As the sole white musician in the legendary sextet, his role on the seminal album Kinda Blue was pivotal. The album moved away from complex chord changes and towards a new form of modal jazz. This was the perfect canvas for Evans, who was able to explore open, spacious melodies and rich, impressionistic harmonies. While Miles Davis is credited with the vision, it was Bill Evans' quiet, lyrical playing that provided the very soul of the album. His touch on the piano and his harmonic ideas gave the record its serene, contemplative mood. He was a master of introspection. His music was a reflection of his inner world, full of a beautiful melancholy and a deep sense of longing. He could take a familiar standard and make it feel completely new and emotional. His touch, his sensitivity, and his relentless pursuit of a more personal truth in his music solidified his status as one of the most important and influential jazz pianists of all time. Like many artists, Bill Evans' life was not without immense pain. He struggled with debilitating drug addiction for much of his career, a battle that was exacerbated by the tragic loss of his beloved bassist Scott LaFaro, and later the suicide of his brother Harry. These struggles cast a shadow over his life, ultimately taking their toll on his health. Yet, despite the immense personal suffering, he continued to create some of the most beautiful and moving music the world has ever heard. He reminds us that artistry can be a source of expression and deep pain. He died far too young at the age of 51, but the rich, emotional legacy of his music continues to inspire generations, proving that a fragile heart can produce an immortal sound.